Don't waste your time. Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk to you about the most precious resource you have. No, it's not money. It's not power. It's not even your connections. It's your time. Time is the great equalizer. Every single one of us gets 24 hours a day. No more, no less. What you choose to do with those hours will determine the quality of your life. And let me be real with you. There are no refunds on wasted time. You can make back money. You can rebuild relationships. But once a second is gone, it's gone forever. So ask yourself, are you living with purpose? Are you making every moment count? Or are you letting distractions, fear, and procrastination rob you of the life you deserve? Here's the truth. You don't have time to waste because you were put on this earth for something extraordinary. You have gifts, talents, and a vision that are uniquely yours. But here's the kicker. You have to act on it. Success doesn't happen by accident. It's a result of intentional, focused, and relentless effort. And you are not a victim of time, you are its master. The question is, are you going to take control or are you going to let time slip through your fingers? Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop living in someday. Stop letting fear, doubt, and laziness run the show. Your time is now. Your life is now. The clock is ticking. Let's make it count. Your time is limited, so don't waste it. Let's face it, life is short. You don't have endless tomorrows. The clock is ticking, and every single second that passes is a second you'll never get back. Think about that for a moment. Really let it sink in. This is not a dress rehearsal. This is the one shot you get to create a life that excites you, that fulfills you, and that leaves a legacy. So let's all retain this legacy. But here's the kicker. Most people live as if they've got all the time in the world. They procrastinate, put off their dreams, and make excuses. They waste precious hours scrolling, binge watching, or overthinking instead of doing. And then one day they wake up and realize they've run out of time. Don't let that be you. The truth is, your time is your greatest asset. You can always make more money, but you can't make more time. Once a moment is gone, it's gone forever. And every single day you have a choice. Are you going to spend your time wisely, or are you going to let it slip through your fingers? See, life rewards action. The people who succeed aren't the ones who sit back and wait for opportunities. They're the ones who seize the moment. They know that time is limited, and they treat it like the precious commodity it is. They don't waste it on things that don't matter. They focus on what's truly important, and they go after it with everything they've got. So I challenge you to stop and evaluate how you're spending your time. What's getting your energy, your focus, and your attention? Are you investing in your growth, your goals, and your relationships? Or are you letting distractions and procrastination run your life? But think about it. Every time you say yes to something unimportant, you're saying no to something that truly matters. That's the trade-off. And every choice you make either brings you closer to your dreams or pushes them further away. It's time to take control. Stop letting time manage you. Start managing your time. Be intentional, be deliberate, be ruthless about cutting out the things that don't serve you. Because here's the bottom line. If you don't value your time, no one else will. When you start treating your time like the treasure it is, everything changes. You start to focus, you start to prioritize, you start to live with purpose. And that's when the magic happens. That's when you start creating momentum and building the life you were meant to live. So that sounds like a great plan to me. So let's take a look. Remember, this is your life. No one else is going to make it happen for you. You've got to take responsibility for how you spend your time. You've got to own it. You've got to decide right here and now that you're not going to waste another second. Because here's the truth. The clock doesn't stop. Time doesn't wait. And the more you hesitate, the more you lose. So stop wasting time wishing things were different. Stop wasting time blaming others or making excuses. Start using your time to make things happen. This is your moment. This is your chance to step up and take control. Don't let fear or doubt hold you back. Don't let distractions derail you. Focus on what matters and go after it with everything you've got. Because at the end of the day, it's not about how much time you have. It's about what you do with it. It's about making every second count. It's about living your life on purpose, with passion, and without regrets. So ask yourself, how are you going to use your time? What are you going to do today to move closer to your dreams? What are you going to say no to so you can say yes to what truly matters? Your time is limited. Don't waste it. Use it to build something extraordinary. Use it to create a life you love. Use it to make a difference. Stop waiting for the right time. Let's be honest. How many times have you told yourself, I'll start when the time is right? Maybe you're waiting for the perfect opportunity, the perfect conditions, or the perfect plan. But let me tell you something. The right time doesn't exist. It's a lie we tell ourselves to avoid taking action. Life isn't going to hand you a perfect moment. There will always be challenges. There will always be uncertainty, and there will always be reasons to wait. But waiting doesn't get you closer to your goals. It keeps you stuck. The truth is, the only time you have is now, right now, this moment. It's not about waiting for the stars to align. It's about making a decision and moving forward, even when things aren't perfect. Think about it. The most successful people didn't wait for the right time to start. They didn't wait until they felt ready or until everything was perfectly lined up. They took action in the middle of the chaos. They started before they were ready. Because here's the thing, action creates momentum, and momentum creates opportunities. When you start moving, doors open, resources appear, and you gain the confidence and clarity to keep going. But none of that happens if you're stuck in someday. Stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for the fear to go away. Stop waiting for everything to be perfect. Because the longer you wait, the more time you lose. And the more time you lose, the harder it becomes to start. So here's my challenge to you. Start now. Start where you are. Start with what you have. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be pretty. It just has to be real. Because when you start, something amazing happens. You prove to yourself that you can. You break through the paralysis of overthinking and step into the power of doing. Think about this. Every great accomplishment started with a single step. The people you admire, the ones who inspire you, they didn't start at the top. They started at the bottom, just like everyone else. And the only difference between them and the people who stay stuck is that they took action. And you know what? One day, one of those people started at the bottom to start acting. We're all waiting for you to tell us if we can start standing up. We've got what it takes. You've got everything you need to begin. The only thing standing in your way is the belief that you have to wait. And I'm here to tell you, you don't. Your dreams are worth fighting for, your goals are worth pursuing, and your life is worth living fully. So stop waiting for the right time. The time is now. Take the leap, make the move, start the journey. Because when you do, you'll realize that the right time was always the moment you decided to act. Take 100% responsibility for your time. It's time for some tough love. Nobody else is responsible for how you spend your time. Not your boss, not your family, not your friends. Just you. Your time belongs to you. And the sooner you accept that, the sooner you'll take control of your life. Too often we fall into the trap of blaming others. I chase my dreams, but my job takes up all my time. I want to focus on my goals, but my family keeps distracting me. Sound familiar? These excuses might make you feel better in the moment, but they rob you of your power. And the last one, set out to create a better future for your family. Here's the truth. As long as you blame external factors for your lack of progress, you're giving away your power to change. When you take 100% responsibility for your time, you stop being a victim of your circumstances and start being the creator of your destiny. But taking responsibility isn't just about owning your time. It's about owning your mindset. It's about recognizing that no one owes you anything and that your success is your responsibility. The world isn't going to stop spinning just because you're struggling. Life will keep moving forward with or without you. So the question is, are you going to let life happen to you, or are you going to happen to life? Are you going to keep blaming your circumstances, or are you going to step up and take charge? Taking responsibility means setting boundaries. It means saying no to things that don't serve your goals, even if it's uncomfortable. It means prioritizing what matters most and letting go of what doesn't. And let me tell you something. When you start taking ownership of your time, you'll notice a shift. You'll feel more empowered, more focused, and more in control. You'll stop feeling like a passenger in your own life and start feeling like the driver. But it's not always easy. Taking responsibility means holding yourself accountable. It means being honest about where you've been wasting time and committing to doing better. It means facing the hard truth that you are exactly where you are today because of the choices you've made. But here's the good news. If your choices got you here, your choices can get you somewhere else. You have the power to change your habits, shift your priorities, and create a new reality. And it all starts with taking responsibility. You can't control everything in life, but you can control how you respond. You can't change the past, but you can decide how you'll spend the next hour, the next day, and the next year. And when you take 100% responsibility for your time, you unlock the freedom to shape your future. So stop waiting for someone else to fix your life. Stop blaming your circumstances. Stop making excuses. Take responsibility, own your time, own your choices, and own your results. Because when you take control of your time, you take control of your life. When you take control of your life, there's nothing you can't achieve. Eliminate the unnecessary. Let me ask you something. What's cluttering your life right now? What's stealing your time, your focus, and your energy? Be honest. Is it endless scrolling on social media, unproductive meetings, toxic relationships? Whatever it is, it's time to let it go. You can't create a meaningful life if it's filled with distractions. You can't reach your goals if your time is consumed by things that don't matter. And you can't become the person you want to be if you're weighed down by the unnecessary. It's time to clear the clutter. It's time to get ruthless about what stays and what goes. Because here's the truth. Every time you say yes to something that doesn't matter, you're saying no to something that does. Think about it. Every minute you spend on a mindless activity is a minute you're not spending on your dreams. Every hour you waste on drama or negativity is an hour you're not investing in your growth. Every day you let slip by is a day you'll never get back. So what's the solution? You need to eliminate the unnecessary. You need to identify the things that don't add value to your life and cut them out. And I don't just mean physical clutter. I'm talking about mental, emotional, and social clutter too. It's not easy. Letting go of the unnecessary requires tough decisions. It means breaking habits, saying no to people, and stepping away from comfort zones. But it's worth it, because when you remove the noise, you make space for what truly matters. Here's a simple exercise. Take inventory of your time. Write down how you're spending your days. Be brutally honest. Then ask yourself, does this align with my goals? Is this helping me become the person I want to be? If the answer is no, it's time to let it go. And don't just stop there. Create a plan to protect your time. Set boundaries. Schedule your priorities. And most importantly, stick to them. When you eliminate the unnecessary, you'll find something incredible. Clarity. You'll be able to focus on what matters most. You'll have more energy, more time, and more freedom to pursue your dreams. Absolute power. Life is too short to be consumed by things that don't matter. So cut the clutter, let go of the distractions, and make room for the life you truly want. Say no to excuses. Let's get one thing straight. Excuses are the enemy of progress. There are the stories we tell ourselves to justify staying comfortable, playing small, and avoiding the hard work it takes to grow. And if you're serious about making the most of your time, you have to stop making excuses. Cold turkey. Here's what excuses really are. Lies disguised as reasons. They're the narratives we create to protect ourselves from failure, rejection, or discomfort. I don't have time. I'm not ready yet. I don't know how. Sound familiar? These excuses might feel valid, but they're nothing more than chains holding you back from your potential. Let me tell you something. Everyone has challenges, everyone has obstacles, and everyone feels fear. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is not their circumstances, it's their commitment. The people who achieve greatness are the ones who say, no matter what, I'm going to figure this out. When you make excuses, you give away your power. You're saying, I can't because. Instead of asking, how can I? You're putting your dreams on hold, waiting for the perfect conditions that will never come. Excuses are seductive because they're easy. It's easy to blame your lack of progress on your circumstances, your past, or other people. It's easy to stay in your comfort zone and tell yourself you'll start someday, but deep down, you know the truth. Excuses don't build dreams, actions do. So how do you break free from the cycle of excuses? You start by taking responsibility. You stop blaming external factors and start looking inward. You ask yourself, what can I do right now to move forward? And then you do it, no matter how small the step. Finally, you have to get brutally honest with yourself. What excuses have you been making? What stories have you been telling yourself to justify not taking action? Write them down, face them head on, and then make the decision to let them go. Replace excuses with empowerment. Instead of saying, I don't have time, say, I'll make time. Instead of saying, I don't know how, say, I'll learn. Instead of saying, I'm too tired, say, I'll push through. Because here's the truth. You are stronger, smarter, and more capable than you give yourself credit for. So excuses might feel comfortable, but they come at a cost. Every excuse you make is a missed opportunity. Every excuse you cling to keeps you stuck. And every excuse you let go of brings you one step closer to your goals. Dr. Gilroy, thank you for coming on. If there's an explanation, there's a definitional truth. And that is, what are your values? You don't have time for excuses. You don't have time for any excuses. You have dreams to chase, goals to achieve, and a life to live fully. So when you catch yourself making an excuse, stop and ask yourself, is this story helping me or is it holding me back? Next time you're tempted to make an excuse, remind yourself of this. Success doesn't wait for perfect conditions. It doesn't wait for permission. It doesn't wait for you to feel ready. Success happens when you decide to stop making excuses and start taking action. Don't let excuses rob you of your potential. Don't let them steal your time, your energy, and your dreams. Say no to excuses. Say yes to action. And watch what happens when you step into your power. Prioritize what matters most. Here's the harsh reality. You can't do everything. You can't be everything to everyone. And if you try, you'll end up burned out, stretched thin, and unfulfilled. That's why prioritization isn't just important, it's essential. Every day, you're faced with 1,000 choices about how to spend your time. The emails, the meetings, the errands, the social media notifications, it's endless. And if you're not careful, your day will get filled with things that keep you busy, but don't move you closer to your goals. You have to get crystal clear about what matters most to you. What are your top priorities? What are the things that truly align with your purpose, your values, and your vision for your life? Because here's the truth. If everything is important, nothing is. Prioritization is about making tough choices. It's about saying no to good things so you can say yes to great things. It's about recognizing that your time is limited and deciding to spend it on what truly matters. Think about this. At the end of your life, what will you be most proud of? What will you wish you had spent more time on? Those are your priorities. Those are the things that deserve your time, energy, and focus. But prioritizing isn't just about making a list of what matters. It's about taking action. It's about structuring your day around your priorities, not squeezing them in when you have time. It's about protecting your time like it's your most valuable asset, because it is. You need to create space for what matters. Block out time in your calendar for your priorities. Say no to distractions. Set boundaries with people who don't respect your time. And most importantly, follow through. When you prioritize what matters most, you'll feel a sense of alignment and purpose. You'll stop feeling like you're spinning your wheels and start feeling like you're making progress. You'll stop chasing the urgent and start focusing on the important. But prioritizing isn't a one-time thing. It's a daily practice. Every morning, ask yourself, what are the most important things I need to accomplish today? And then commit to doing them, no matter what. Because here's the truth. Your time is your life. How you spend your time is how you spend your life. And if you don't prioritize what matters, you'll end up spending your life on things that don't. And you don't have to do it all. You just have to do what matters. So make the choice. Set your priorities. And watch how your life transforms when you focus on what truly matters most. Create a vision and act on it daily. Let me tell you something powerful. Your vision shapes your reality. If you don't know where you're going, how can you expect to get there? You need a clear, compelling vision that excites you, drives you, and pulls you forward, even when the road gets tough. Your vision is the foundation of your success. It's what gives your actions meaning and your efforts purpose. Without it, you're just drifting, reacting to whatever comes your way instead of actively creating the life you want. But with a vision, everything changes. A vision gives you clarity, focus, and direction. It gives you a reason to push through obstacles and keep moving forward. But here's the thing, a vision isn't just a dream. It's not something you wish for or hope will happen. A vision is a decision. It's a commitment to create a specific future, no matter what. And once you decide on your vision, you have to act on it every single day. It starts with getting crystal clear about what you want. What does your ideal life look like? What are you passionate about? What impact do you want to make? Take the time to dream big and imagine the possibilities. Write it down, make it vivid. Create a mental picture so clear you can see it, feel it, and taste it. But don't stop there. A vision without action is just a fantasy. You have to break your vision down into goals and your goals into daily steps. Because here's the truth. Big dreams are achieved through small, consistent actions. It's not about taking massive leaps overnight. It's about showing up every day and doing the work. Think about this. Every day is an opportunity to move closer to your vision. Every decision you make either aligns with your vision or takes you further away from it. So ask yourself, what can I do today to make progress? What actions can I take right now to bring my vision to life? Your vision has to become your North Star, the thing you align your thoughts, actions, and decisions around. It has to guide you through the chaos, the distractions, and the noise. And it has to inspire you to keep going, even when it feels like nothing is happening. But here's a secret. When you act on your vision daily, something amazing happens. You start to build momentum. You start to see results. And you start to believe in yourself in a way you never have before. Don't let fear, doubt, or uncertainty stop you. Your vision isn't about where you are now. It's about where you're going. It's not about what you've done. It's about what you're capable of doing. And here's the truth. You're capable of more than you think. You have the power to create a life that excites you, challenges you, and fulfills you. But it starts with your vision. It starts with your decision to act on it daily. So take a moment to reconnect with your vision. Close your eyes and imagine the life you want to create. Feel the excitement, the passion, and the possibility. And then commit to doing one thing today, just one thing that will move you closer to that vision. Because here's the reality. Your vision won't create itself. Your dreams won't happen by accident. You have to show up. You have to do the work, and you have to act with the belief that your vision is worth it, because it is. Mm-hmm. This is your time. This is your moment. Create your vision, live with intention, and build the extraordinary life you were born to live. Don't waste your time. Make it count. Time is your most precious resource. It's more valuable than money, talent, or connections because you can never earn it back. The question isn't whether you have enough time, it's whether you're using it wisely. It's normal to feel some